Have you ever stopped to think about what's really happening inside your body when you eat the same food every single day, especially something as controversial as eggs? Most people never realize it. And what you're about to discover might flip everything you thought you knew. Because even with all the warnings, all the old beliefs about cholesterol, and years of mixed opinions, eggs remain one of the most nutrient-dense and misunderstood foods we eat. Today, I'm breaking down exactly what a daily routine of 4 eggs can do inside your body and how your energy, metabolism, brain function, vision, and even your hormones can shift in ways that might surprise you. For decades, this simple food sat at the center of a medical conspiracy, vilified, feared, banished from breakfast tables on the advice of experts. But what if everything you've been told was a lie? What if the very thing you avoided was, in fact, one of nature's most perfect blueprints for health? This isn't just about food. This is about a fundamental misunderstanding of your own biology. And today, we are setting the record straight. What happens inside your body, in your arteries, in your brain, in the very core of your cells when you eat 4 eggs every day? The answers will challenge everything you think you know. Some will shock you. But the final revelations, the ones almost no one discusses, will change how you see your plate, your health, and your future forever. Stay close, this is the truth. The great lie and the protein paradox. Let's begin by dismantling the fortress of fear. The single, towering question that has haunted eggs for over half a century: cholesterol. The moment you consider eating them daily, a phantom pain echoes in your chest. A whisper from the past says, "This will clog your arteries." Let me be surgically clear. That whisper is a ghost. It is the echo of a scientific error that hardened into dogma. The year was 1961. A preliminary, flawed report suggested a link between dietary cholesterol and heart disease. It was a hypothesis built on sand, not stone, but it was catchy. It was simple, and it was weaponized by public health campaigns. The egg, a self-contained universe of nutrition, was reduced to a mere cholesterol bomb. For generations, we were taught to fear the yolk, to see it as a tiny, ticking time bomb for our hearts. But here is what modern science, decades of rigorous research, has proven. Your body is not a passive vessel. It is a dynamic, intelligent ecosystem. The majority of the cholesterol in your bloodstream, up to 80%, is not smuggled in by your food. It is meticulously manufactured internally by your own liver, because cholesterol is not a villain. It is the essential raw material for your hormones, your cell membranes, your brain's very structure. So, what truly happens when you introduce 4 eggs daily into this intelligent system? A beautiful dance of biochemical compensation begins. Your liver, perceiving this incoming source, gracefully dials down its own cholesterol production. The numbers shift, but not in the way you were warned. Your HDL, the good protective cholesterol, often rises. Your LDL particles, the so-called bad cholesterol, undergo a crucial transformation. They become larger, fluffier, buoyant particles. Think of them as big, soft beach balls, not small, sharp shards of glass. The small, dense LDL is the true culprit linked to arterial plaque. Eggs don't create those. They promote a lipid profile that is, by all modern metrics, safer and healthier. The fear was a mirage, and letting it fade is your first step toward reclaiming a profound source of nourishment. Now, let's talk about building and repair. Let's talk about protein, but we must move beyond the dry numbers on a label. We must think biologically. Close your eyes. Picture a steak. A chicken breast, a fillet of fish. These are muscle tissues. Their biological destiny was contraction, movement, fight, or flight. Their protein structures are dense, fibrous, and complex like a tightly wound rope. Your body must work, must unravel and break them down. Now, behold the egg. Its purpose was not movement. Its purpose was genesis. It is nature's ultimate life capsule. Contained within this fragile shell is the complete architectural plan. Every single nut and bolt, every beam and wire required to construct an entire, complex living being from one single cell. It is the original starter kit. This fundamental philosophical difference is why egg protein is in a league of its own. It possesses the highest biological value of any food on the planet. Biological value answers the most important question: how much of what you eat can your body actually use? Not just swallow, but absorb, transport, and utilize for repair? Consider the efficiency. Beef protein, your body might use 75%. Fish, perhaps 85%. These are good, solid sources, but egg protein? It is a near-perfect 100% usable. It is the gold standard. Every single gram is welcomed, recognized, and put to immediate work. Nothing is wasted. This isn't just about building bigger muscles. This supreme efficiency directly fuels the silent, constant renovation happening within you, the mending of micro tears in tendons after a walk, the fortification of bone matrix, the nightly repair of your skin, the relentless production of hormones that govern your energy, your mood, your very metabolism. If you feel a persistent drag, a slow recovery from daily life, a weakness that isn't explained, you may be suffering from a construction delay. Your body has the blueprint for repair, but not the right raw materials. Incorporating egg protein is like switching from a dull, inefficient tool to a precision laser. It cuts through the delay. It delivers what you need, exactly as you need it. But we have only just cracked the shell. Because the yolk holds a secret that transforms this food from a simple builder into a sustained energy reactor, and that is where we are going next. You've seen the protein. You've shattered the cholesterol myth, but the yolk, the golden core, is where the magic turns monumental. What it does to your brain, your eyes, and the very master switches of your genetics is not just surprising, it's transformative. And what you're about to learn next is the reason this food has been called Nature's multivitamin. But the full truth is even stranger than that. The yolk's hidden furnace and the brain's secret fuel. Let's reframe the egg entirely. It is not just a protein source. It is a unique dual fuel system. Think of your body as a hybrid engine. Lean protein alone is like running on a slow-burning, inefficient log. It provides heat but not a crisp, controllable flame. Now, introduce the fats from the yolk. Everything changes? Approximately 65% of an entire egg can be converted directly into clean, stable, long-lasting energy. This is the biochemical reason behind a feeling you may have experienced. Swapping a sugary cereal or toast for eggs in the morning doesn't just fill you up. It creates a profound, steady-state calm. Your blood sugar flatlines, not in a crash, but in a peaceful plateau. Your focus sharpens. The mid-morning mental fog, the desperate reach for a snack at 11 and MIT evaporates. This is the yolk's fuel advantage. It is why, on a plate of eggs, you can sail for 4, 5, even 6 hours in a state of satiated clarity. Your body is no longer on a glucose roller coaster. It's cruising on a steady supply of high-grade fuel. Now, peer deeper into the albumin, the egg white. It is not just inert protein gel, it is a fortress, a biological antibacterial shield. Before a chick exists, the egg must survive in a world teeming with microbial threats. So, the egg white is infused with a sophisticated defense system, enzymes that dismantle bacterial cell walls, proteins that starve invaders of nutrients, molecules that sequester precious iron away from pathogens. It is a masterclass in natural preservation. This leads to a persistent myth, the fear of raw egg whites binding biotin. Yes, a compound called avidin exists. It can bind to vitamin B7, but here's the crucial detail. Avidin is deactivated by heat. Cooking the egg neutralizes it completely. So, with cooked eggs, which you should always consume, you get the protective legacy of these antimicrobial proteins with zero nutrient risk. The fortress becomes a gift. Now, within this perfect package lies a specific key. A single amino acid so potent it acts less like a brick and more like a master switch. Its name is leucine. Imagine your muscle cells as dormant factories. Leucine is the foreman who arrives at dawn, flips the main circuit breaker, and shouts, "Start building." It is the primary biochemical signal that triggers muscle protein synthesis, and eggs are brimming with it. If you move your body, whether it's dedicated strength training, daily walks, or simply resisting gravity, this signal is everything. If you are over 40, the age when the silent drip of muscle loss, called sarcopenia, begins, this signal is urgent. 4 eggs a day delivers a consistent, powerful leucine pulse. It is a daily reminder to your physiology: preserve, repair, rebuild. The stakes could not be higher. The muscle you maintain isn't just for aesthetics. It is your metabolic reservoir, your shield against frailty, your ticket to an independent, vibrant life. This is how a simple dietary act becomes an act of profound future-proofing. But we must journey further into a realm that governs everything: your epigenetics, your cellular command center. This is the true game changer. Hidden within the egg are 3 nutritional powerhouses in their most bioavailable forms: choline, natural B12, and folate. Together, they fuel a master process called methylation. Think of methylation as your body's most diligent, microscopic maintenance crew. Millions of times per second, in every cell, this crew is repairing damaged DNA strands, detoxifying environmental chemicals, recycling hormones, and manufacturing the neurotransmitters that govern your mood and focus. When this crew is under-resourced, when methylation becomes sluggish, the consequences are silent but systemic: a brain that feels fogged over, energy that refuses to spark, inflammation that simmers unseen, a liver growing sluggish under the toxic load. Here is the staggering fact: due to common genetic variations, up to 40% of people have a methylation system that is inherently inefficient. They are trying to run the most sophisticated biochemical software on outdated hardware. Eggs are the premium upgrade. They supply the exact, ready-to-use cofactors this fragile system craves. This is why people who commit to eating eggs daily often report transformations that seem almost miraculous: a lifting of mental fog, a surge of steady energy, a mood that finds its balance. It's not magic. It's biology finally receiving the pristine tools it was designed to use. Your body, with this support, isn't just eating. It is executing its own exquisite repair manual. But the egg has one more staggering superpower, and it is focused on one of your most precious senses. We've talked about your muscles, your metabolism, your cellular command center. But now we look inward to the very organ that allows you to see this screen. The egg yolk contains a direct defense mechanism for your vision. And the way it protects you is so ingenious, so vital for the modern world, that once you understand it, you'll never look at a yolk the same way again. What happens next is a lesson in biological armor, visionary defense, and the ultimate guide. Within the golden depths of the yolk reside 2 of the most potent antioxidants for your eyes: lutein and zeaxanthin. Do not think of them as mere nutrients. Think of them as your retina's built-in natural sunglasses. Your retina is the delicate neural tapestry at the back of your eye, your biological camera sensor. These compounds are selectively deposited there, forming a protective pigment layer called the macular pigment. Their mission is to act as a shield. Every day, your eyes are bombarded by high-energy light, the UV rays of the sun, the relentless blue light emitted by your screens, phones, and LEDs. This light generates oxidative stress, tiny cellular explosions that, over decades, contribute to wear, tear, and degeneration. Lutein and zeaxanthin stand in defense. They absorb and neutralize this assault before it can damage your delicate photoreceptor cells. They are your internal blue light filter, forged by nature. If you spend hours on a computer, scroll through your phone in the dark, or squint in bright sunlight, you are actively depleting these reserves. Eating eggs consistently is a direct, strategic replenishment. It is fortifying your retinal defenses from the inside out. And there is a tangible, immediate benefit: enhanced visual acuity, particularly in low light, sharper night vision, clearer contrast. This isn't an abstract promise. It's a functional upgrade you can literally perceive. Now, let's ascend to the command center, your brain. 60% of your brain's dry weight is fat. Not just any fat, but specific structurally crucial fats called phospholipids. These form the very membranes of your billion neurons, governing how signals fire, how memories are stored, how focus is maintained. And where are these phospholipids found in unparalleled concentration? In every egg yolk. When you eat eggs, you are quite literally feeding your brain the raw materials it is made of. You are providing the components for neuronal membrane integrity, for the fluidity that allows neurotransmitters to dance across synapses. This is why eggs are cognitive superfuel, enhancing memory encoding, sharpening focus, contributing to mood stability. This is why you'll find them recommended for students during exams, for seniors protecting against cognitive decline, for anyone battling brain fog. Your brain doesn't just like eggs. It recognizes them as essential self. Finally, let's decode the carton. Which egg should you buy? The labels are a maze. Caged. Avoid if you can. It signifies intense confinement, often linked to higher stress and a poorer nutrient profile. Cage-free, a step better, but don't picture a pastoral idol. It often means a crowded barn. Pasture-raised, this is the gold standard. Hens have access to outdoors, to forage, leading to eggs with proven higher levels of vitamins and omega-3s. Organic, this certifies the feed is free of synthetic pesticides and GMOs. It's important, but note, an organic hen can still be cage-free, the ideal. Pasture-raised, organic. You get the best environment and the best feed. But here is the most critical advice of all. Do not let the perfect be the enemy of the good. If premium eggs strain your budget, buy the conventional ones. A dozen conventional eggs is still one of the most nutrient-dense, affordable foods you can buy, far superior to any packaged cereal, bar, or pastry. The benefit of eating eggs vastly outweighs the nuance of their origin. To maximize their power, think in terms of synergy. Pair them with dark leafy greens like arugula or spinach. The fats in the yolk can increase absorption of their antioxidants up to 9-fold. Add onions for liver-supporting sulfur compounds. Always use black pepper. Its piperine dramatically boosts nutrient uptake from the yolk. Include tomatoes. Their lycopene, amplified by cooking, supports heart and eye health. Add avocado for sustaining fiber and fats. Cook them in olive oil or butter, stable, flavorful fats that complete the picture. So what happens when you eat 4 eggs every day? You are not simply consuming a breakfast. You are conducting a symphony of biological optimization. You are supplying perfect protein for repair, stable energy for clarity, and targeted nutrients that safeguard your vision, upgrade your brain, and fine-tune your genetic expression. You are participating in one of nutrition's greatest reversals, replacing fear with fact and scarcity with profound abundance. It is a simple, powerful, and affordable act of nourishment. But the journey into understanding how everyday foods shape your biology is just beginning. If your view of this simple food has been transformed today, then your next step is crucial. Because while eggs are a powerhouse on their own, when combined with another foundational food, one equally misunderstood, the effects on your bones, your hormones, and your metabolic resilience become nothing short of remarkable. Don't miss the next chapter. We examine the profound truth of what happens when you drink milk every day. The answers, once again, will surprise you. Subscribe now, and let's continue this investigation together. I'll see you in the next video.